Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of The Young Farmer. My name is Andy, as always, and you join me as we're looking out into what is a very rare glimpse of sunshine today. It's been cloudy and overcast all day, and it's due to have a little light drizzling of rain later on. Not too much, though, I don't think. Which means that we're still not able to get the drill back out. We're going to wait to see what happens later and see if we can get on tomorrow morning with it. But we'll see how that goes. So the boys are out and about. Andy is out actually working on the local caravan park. He is working down some grass over there. And then Chris has not long since gone out in his class with the 5-meter Caverneland cultivator on the back, and he is working down some land to see if we can just get it turned over in time for me to get in with the drill maybe tomorrow. But the list of drilling I have is only going one way. It's backing up a little bit now, so that's going a little bit of a crunch spot. But what we're going to look into is taking out the Amazon, have a little play with some of its toys today. I'm just going to pull it forward. I've just finished filling it up. I'm going to have a look. We have built in our new chemical store. So that is all up and working. So before we go too much further here, I'm just going to pull forward so I can show you what that looks like. There we go. So in here now you'll see our tanks. This is where we store all our water and also our liquid fertilizer, liquid herbicide for our store. 3 tanks in there and a water tank, and then a couple of little bowsers in the background, but plenty for us to be able to utilize, which is great to see. It's going to allow us to really up our output here, I think. The plan for these old buildings was always to get a grain store into one of them, and then this one we might use as a bit of a workshop at some point, because it's not very useful in its current state. So we're going to try and have a little bit of a play around with that and see how that looks. But yeah, it's looking good in there. It allows me to be able to get this Pantera filled up in no time at all, so we can get in and out. We do need at some point to kind of figure out how we're going to store a lot of this equipment, because we need to try and get a little bit more space back just to be able to get all the tractors under cover, really. That's next priority. So there's going to be a little bit of shuffling around, maybe try and get that combine header cleaned down and put away with the combine, and then yeah, a little bit of the play from there. So that's all to come, and we'll see how that one works out. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Obviously it doesn't help when half your, or about a third of your shed is taken up with bales there, but such is life. And we're going to jump on in. We're going to go and do a bit of spraying now anyway. And so this is going to be a great opportunity for us to test out the new toys on the Amazon. So we've got section control on here, so we're going to be integrating with our GPS, which is quite a mean little feat, actually. Take off the handbrake there and off we go. So yeah, it's first real time out in anger for this with me, so it's going to be quite good. We'll just take our time to get down and around the hill. Got a pretty big field to go into as well, so that's why we're using the Pantera here. Should make small work of it, really. We'll just control our speed down. And yeah, it's going to be nice to get it all set up. I do have the potential for some new spraying contracts coming on board very soon as well, and just over the county border actually, so we'll see how that one comes together. And yeah, hopefully it will be looking good. Oh, bounce, bounce, bounce. There we go. And we'll just take our time down here. So yeah, we're just putting down a little bit of fertilizer onto a stale seed bed, really, so that when we do come through and drill, the seed has a little bit of a kickstart, really. I think it's the best way to describe it. Never really got this onto the road in any anger there, so it's interesting to see how it handles. It's a nice and smooth ride. Considering this is a little bit of a tall vehicle there, it's also got a bit of a high center of gravity, which is never ideal, but it handles it very well. Even with a full load on here, it's cruising along very nicely. So I hope you're all doing very well. Do let us know down below what you're working on, what you're driving as always, and how that's coming along. We are a little bit grounded here at the moment, to be honest with you. Just can't get much done in the way of drilling. Again, the winter drilling has fallen behind, and we really need to get something in the ground there. So hopefully it's going to dry up soon, but yeah, it's proving a little tricky at the moment. I want to try and get it in before it gets too cold. But yeah, we're just thinking that it's I might have to, I think I mentioned this in the last episode there, but we might have to look into possibly acquiring another combination drill, because if it gets too wet then when our direct drills, it's not going to get us very far. So we'll look at maybe seeing if there's an option out there for a combination drill, just so we can get onto the wetter ground a bit and really get pushing along with that one. But that's currently one of the thoughts I've got going on right now, but we'll see. There is some good weather coming supposedly, so if that does actually arrive, then we'll jump at it, but we'll have to figure that out. Okay, so we're going into here. Round we go. Okay then, so there's still actually a few bales in the corner of this field that I must admit I did forget about a little bit, so we'll have to come and get those at some point. That being said, we're going to jump into here. You can see we also need to get a little bit of controlling the weeds in here, so we'll have to come back at some point there and put some post-emergence really at this point, post-emergent herbicide down here to kind of kill those all off, but we'll get that one under control. But yeah, so it's for fields like this size really, and the majority, the number of them that we have is the reason for us having 2 sprayers now, and yeah, I think it's going to be, we've got a lot of output that we can get through. This field in particular is on our, we've got stubble to stubble on this one, so we do everything. We do the combining when when our first combinable crop is in. We do the cultivation, fieldwork, establishment, and then we do all of the spraying applications as well. So a lot of work to do on this one. Now what we're going to do is make sure we're nice and far into the field. Alright, so we're good to kind of get ourselves away here, and we're just going to get our A-B line put in as we go up this branch of the headland. Oh good lord, is this ever bumpy heavens? We're not going much quicker than that. So yeah, we do need to come back and get those remaining few bales there, and we'll have to get those all picked up before we get on with the drill there, so that can maybe be a job for later on. Oh, we just sprayed them as well, so they'll go through the burner with a little bit more warmth, I'm sure. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to keep on cracking on with this. It's a little bit rough, it's a little bit bumpy, but we'll get this field done anyway. A nice little checkout for the Amazon spray. And then we'll see how we get on. We do have Chris actually working in a field just kind of over there. You can't really see him from here, but he is just breaking down some stubble so we can hopefully get it drilled whenever this weather permits. But we're not looking too good for that at this moment. But yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on that boom over there, and we'll make sure we get this field done. It's not going to take us too long when we've got a nice big sprayer like this anyway, and we'll get flying through it all. Rest of the day though, we do need to come down and get some more bales. We're also going to be trying to get that yard sorted out, service off the combine. I think we'll get that inside, and then we will be done really with a little bit of shuffling around. We'll see what this rain does, if it's going to be too severe or not, and hopefully it isn't, and we'll be able to get flying along tomorrow there as well. But I just really wanted to show you the start of the day. But yeah, I just really wanted to show you the spray out in action here, and then yeah, we'll come back to you with a little bit more of an update as we get flying along here. Alright, so we're all good and done. We're just going to poke our head around the corner here, see where Chris is. Always flying through this field. He's absolutely flying through. So yeah, he's got this field and that one over there to do. We won't get those both done today, but he's made a good start anyway, and it's turned over quite alright for now. We'll see what happens. Like I say, there's still no sign of this rain coming in, even hot air balloon up in the distance there, but if it does arrive, then we'll have to just delay a little bit. But yeah, we really had to kind of get cracking with this. We couldn't wait around any longer. So there he is. He's kicking along very nicely indeed. Hello. And we're going to leave him to do his thing. And then hopefully we'll be able to get in there and get this all buttoned up in the next couple of days, like I say. What we're going to do right now though is take the Amazon again. We're going to take the different route through, more scenic route back through, and then we'll head back on up to the yard. And we just need to kind of do a little bit of shuffling around the main yard there, I think, today. Okay, and off we go. it was very bumpy in there. We got it all done. It was a little bit rough. It was we've got the slimmer tires on right now, so maybe we could have put some slightly wider tires on. Might still look at doing that at some point, or the wider wheels on there, sorry, just for a little bit better compaction right now as well. And we'll see, but that's certainly something I might look into. Just gonna get around that though, and then yeah, we're gonna take ourselves back on up to the main yard where we just need to start. We're gonna blow down that combine. We're not going to be washing it, because I don't wash it at the end of the season. I always give it a wash down before the start of the new season, because I don't really want any water sitting in the bearings over the winter months there. So we're gonna get that one all set up. We're gonna pull it out. We're gonna move some machines around in the yard there as well. Something I seem to do a lot of these days, but it's just trying to becoming an issue of trying to fit everything in really at the moment. So yeah, come along and we'll see how we get on there. Okay then, so let's get this little beastie fired up. We're gonna leave this out and just get it blown down now, but what we will do is get the header put in here nice and tight out the way. Yeah, we're not going to be using this again. No intention of doing any more jobs with this now. It's just too much other work to do. We got a good workout for it this winter anyway. We're going to be increasing that again a little bit more with some of the contracts that we're taking on. So yeah, we should be good as far as that's concerned. I'm going to do is just get it all opened up though. I think we'll just park it about here. We're going to pull out the auger as well. Now we need to bring it on the pickup truck, which has the compressor on it there as well, which we can actually use to we actually use to kind of blow it all down there. But yeah, that's going to get taken care of a little bit, knock out some of the dust, which it's a miserable job, but we just need to get on with it before it rains here this evening, and then we can get it tucked all away. And then the other bits and pieces what we'll do is we'll start by moving that header trailer. What I could really do with is getting like a little hitch. I might have to fabricate something, stick onto the front end of the 3-point linkage, so it makes it just a little bit more maneuverable when you want to kind of shuffle things around the yard here. That might be a good idea. So you look at doing that. Baling wise, I think we're pretty much booked up and done as well, so that'll be the next on this to get a clean off and a service and going over. There's a few parts on there that we're gonna have to just replace, just wearing parts, nothing severe. And we'll have to get that looked into as well. Vehicle just to shunt things around the yard, I think. So what we're gonna have to pull out here. Gonna move that out. The main reason we're doing this, like I say, we just don't have anywhere right now where I feel happy to store the tractors. I want to keep more undercover. And yeah, there's just not quite enough space to do that, so we'll have to look into kicking this back outside again. Bale trailer we're probably going to take down today anyway, and gather up the last of those few bales down on the in the corner of the field there. I must admit I completely slipped my mind. So we've got another half. It doesn't look like going to get a bit wet on the floor there now, so I'll have to figure that one out. We'll leave this about here for now. Alright, perfect. So this has been a little bit of everything really, as we're trying to get some odd jobs done. We're really being killed by the lack of nice drilling weather. Hopefully that'll change, like I say, but we'll see. We're going to just shift the plow onto the other side so we can get this baler out. We're going to move the baler over to the shed over there, so it's easy access for when we come to service that one up. And then before you know it, that'll be pretty much us done here. Guys are still out and being busy. We're waiting to see how they get on. I don't think it'll be too long before Anthony is back, actually. Truth be told there, he didn't have too much to do today, so he should be coming back. And then yeah, soon we'll be actually looking to get a few little plant jobs finished as they come in. We're just kind of waiting for the word go again on that one, so we'll see. But yeah, other than that, we are looking pretty much all good to go really. So we'll just continue to shuffle things around. I just wanted to show you the spare in action a little bit, and then also the new chemical store, which is going to be a big boost for us. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy that. And if you do have any questions, comments, or feedback, then please do leave those down below, and I will endeavor to see those and respond in kind where we can. Until next time, though, I've been Andy, your young farmer. I do hope you have enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next one. Until then, though, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.